here again. Surprise, surprise. And today I am going to show you how to make fun, very fruity, very sweet layout. And I'm starting with white cardstock base and two gelatos colors, red and green. Don't ask me the names because they are from the bigger set and they do not have separate names on the cups. But you don't have to use gelatos. You can use a crayon, you can use like a distress crayon, whatever you have on hand. Gelatos has this great feature that they can be smeared with your finger and they can be watered down with the brush. But in this case, I didn't use special paper. After adding the crayon circles, I also added some stitches using my sewing machine and red thread. And now it's time to add some layers. I will be working with very sweet collection from scrapbook.com, and this collection includes a set of dies that you can see lying on my desk, small paper pad with a variety of patterns, and a set of stamps that I am not using today. So I started with die cutting a lot of strawberries and leaves using patterns from very sweet pattern paper pad. There are two red colors of papers in the pad. One is like a solid red and one has those seeds that you have on raspberries, so on strawberries. So I cut it part of my strawberries solid red and part of them are already with the seeds, but the die itself also cuts out the holes in the shape of seeds. So I cut out bunch of strawberry bases, bunch of those green tops, bunch of the leaves, and I'm also cutting out bunch of white little flowers. I am not sure if strawberries still blossom when they have fruit, but you know, it doesn't have to be scientifically accurate. I am also adding some shading with red and green inks on my die cuts, and I'm using the fired brick distress on the red and oxide ink in rustic wilderness color on my green parts in leaves and those upper parts of strawberry, and the flowers are I'm leaving white as they are. Of course, I'm only showing you how I did two of each, but I did much more of the screen while I was watching some TV. So I was building my stash for a while, and now I just need to assemble those last two strawberries. I don't know how many, maybe 20 or more I have prepared for this page. And I also die cutted some leaves using two different colors of green to add some variety. And I am back to my layout base. I will glue down the picture first, and it's my older daughter Maya eating a giant lollipop. I will add a piece of this pattern paper behind the picture just in the corners. I just want those strawberries to shine as much as they can. So I'm gluing down the corners and I am ready to glue down the picture. It's important because thanks to that I will know where to glue down my fruit. So I'm adding a layer of cardboard for more dimension, adding glue under the cardboard to mount it to the paper base, and I am ready to play with the fruit. And it was just the most important part of making this page, like everything else was just some minor touches. So I'm first arranging the strawberries around the picture because this is the most important, and then I will spread them around the circle, first starting with the fruits, then adding leaves, and at the final stage I will add those white tiny flowers here and there. So first decorating the area around the picture and then moving up and to the right with my composition, and I am placing the strawberries in like many positions to I'm not lining them up to make them perfectly even. I just try to, I don't know, make it around the circle, but not very symmetrical. And some of the strawberries are glued down directly on the paper, like with zero dimension, and some are glued down using a foam square to add dimension, of course, because you know I love adding dimension. So first I'm adding strawberries and then I will move to leaves. And I cut it out part of this process because it took me a while to arrange and glue them down, and it was kind of boring when I was watching it on the video, so I decided to cut it out. So you will only see me sorry, I needed to close the window because of the loud, loud motorbike. So you'll only see me doing it without glue, and I will glue everything down off camera. And I will do my leaves after every strawberry is glued down. So as you can see, I still have 4 of them left, and now I am ready to fill up the space and, you know, start committing to alignment. And right now they seem kind of empty, but I promise you, when you add leaves, it will look more busy and rich and like dimensional. And now I'm adding the leaves as the magic of the movie editing. All the strawberries are already glued down. So the boring process of gluing down, I spared it from you. And I'm trying to mix lighter and darker leaves around, so it will have like more shades and more depth and more dimension. And again, I will also cut out part of the process of gluing down the leaves, so the video will be a little bit shorter. I'm testing my video editing to make it a little bit smaller, so speeding it only twice, but editing more of the process that is repetitive, so you know, you will be able to still know what was done but not be bored to death. And now, when the leaves are glued down, I'm gluing down the flowers. I'm using tiny little foam dots to glue them down to add even more dimension. So 2 layers of foam is something I usually kind of build when it comes to my layout. So 3, it's sometimes too much already, but if it's something tiny on the top, I add a third layer of the foam. 4 layers, very, very rarely, because layout becomes too bulky and you don't want to fit into the protective sleeve. So all the flowers are glued down. I'm adding some extra strawberries behind my picture to kind of make it more complete. I don't know why I'm adding them. It's just an impulse that I needed something around the picture. And with the strawberries down, I honestly didn't add too much to my page. I just felt it's already bold, it's already very, you know, busy. I only reached for the tiny little strawberries in the paper pad. It's a paper with little strawberries, and I fussy cutted a lot of them to scatter them around for something smaller. You can add like a foam dots, not foam dots, enamel dots, or you know, something like this. Or in my case, I will be adding those tiny strawberries, and I glue them down to make the wreath more full. And I'm creating my title using dies from the Very Sweet die set. It's very sweet, not original. And I die cutted each word 4 times, and I glued them together to create like a thick layer. So it was standing out from the page better. Of course, you could try using some foam underneath, but with such a delicate and intricate word, it would be hard. So gluing down together few layers of the same die cut, it's a better solution. And I'm also adding some word strips and tabs from this rainbow sticker book. It's also from scrapbook.com, so it's like almost 100% scrapbook.com exclusive type of layout. And I'm only picking pink and red, of course, because they need to match my page, and I'm just gluing them down here and there. And the final step is splashing everything. I covered my picture, and I am using those glitter brush markers. They come in four colors and in a transparent color with just a shimmer. So there is red. I am using it right now. There is lighter pink. They have names, but I don't remember them. I will list them in the description box of the video. And of course they have brush, so you can paint with them, but you can also splash with them, because why not? And I'm also using the green mist from my favorite color shine series that is no longer manufactured, and I'm adding some green splatters here and there too, and my page is complete thanks to that. Of course I still need for all the splatters to dry, but I can leave my layout aside and come back tomorrow to just snap the pictures. So here it is. I hope you like it. I had so much fun creating this page, and I really love how it turned out. I love this bright red color, and strawberries are always my favorites, so I will not get bored with this dye like ever. Thank you so much for staying with me. You can subscribe to my channel to never miss any new video. Here you can also see some other videos you might like. Thank you so much for staying with me, and see you on some other video. Bye!